Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. I am Kyle Jennings. This is the Neighborhood Watch on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. Myself and Jessica Boyer, co-host, and actually deputy PIO.
Public information officer.
Yeah. Not a deputy yet.
No, not yet.
Not yet, right? We're in training. And we're all, we co-host this, the Neighborhood Watch, and we talk about crime prevention and community programs in conjunction with Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff's Station. And today we have Zone 2. So we're starting with Zone 2. And from my understanding, it does not... The zone, what zone you're in, does not mean that you are the second best zone leader. It's just where you are, right?
Oh,
that is
right.
correct.
Now,
Yeah.
the last time that I was here, we had Deputy DeYoung, Zone 1. Now, didn't you tell him that he was number 1?
Yeah, well, I mean, he was number 1 in the program.
He still is.
Who knows?
Zone
Maybe
1.
Deputy Rooney here is number 1 in our
Yeah.
hearts, though. So we're about to find out.
Deputy Brian Rooney, Zone 2, just a reminder for those who are listening who don't know what the zones are. Zone 2 is the Castaic Valverde area.
That's you.
That's me.
Yeah.
And I'm number 1 in that zone.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so we're talking about that, and speaking of zones, you can, of course, we talk about this every week, but Nixle is something that you should pay attention to if you're a part of this community, so make sure you sign up for the Nixle alerts. You can go to nixle.com, nixle.com, and sign up for all of the Sheriff's Station alerts and different things of that nature. But let's get into it. Deputy Rooney, Zone 2, what type of things do you see in Valverde, the Valverde area? Castaic Valverde area? What types of things are you used to? What types of things do you see out there?
The crimes out there are the same as most of the other zones. There's theft. There's,
I'm trying to remember how long have you been the zone leader out in Castaic Valverde?
I've been the Zone 2 leader since the inception of the CPU. So 2010.
Okay,
Right.
so about 5 years now, and then you've been at the YAL. Now, the YAL, that's the Youth Activities League through the Sheriff's Department, and you are the center manager out there in Valverde. How long have you been doing that? You've been doing that even longer than you've been a zone leader for.
Yes, I've been the YAL director since I think 2009, and I think the CPU started in 2010, somewhere around there. And I've been out there the whole time, and it's a small community. It has the same problems as other areas, just on a smaller scale because of population, but there's thefts and not a whole lot because I'm out there all the time, so I like to think that I minimize the amount of crime that's happening, but it's the same as all the other areas. There's thefts, there's problems with, burglaries in the area, vehicle burglaries. A lot of the things that go out on Nixle or
right, but
are
it's
crimes
nothing
of opportunity.
really out of the ordinary.
No,
there.
it's not a high crime rate area. It's a safe neighborhood, family neighborhood.
Is there certain challenges that you face that you wouldn't normally, like if you're in patrol in a more populated area? Well, it's pretty popular. Castaic's pretty populated, but
cell phone reception.
Yeah. Is there any other challenges that you face that you wouldn't face if you were a zone leader of Stevenson Ranch, for example?
No, I don't think there's anything different or new. I get the freeway running through the main part of town, and Castaic's got a truck stop, so it adds different variances to stuff that might be crime related, but it's not any higher or lower.
Jurisdiction stuff that you have to play with, and I'm
nothing
sure
bad. It's a great area.
Yeah,
it's really
and you get
nice.
to go swimming at the lake all the time, right?
You got the lake.
Yeah.
You got 2 or 3 different parks. You got the sports complex out there. You got Parks Bureau out there now, so it's a great area.
Nice.
Right. Yeah, I think it's a really nice where the YAL Center is at. It's pretty out there. The trees, it's very peaceful. And what it is, it's a after-school care program for kids ages 7 through 18?
7 through 17 or 18 and still in high school.
Yeah, so let's talk about that a little bit. The YAL program is the Youth Activities League. So can you talk to me a little bit about what is the YAL program?
The Youth Activities League is an after-school program. It's started out as an opportunity for at-risk teens, which if you look up the definition of at-risk, almost every teen around is at risk of some type
100% of teenagers are probably
so it's an
at risk.
after-school program. It gives them a place to go that's safe, good environment. We stress homework and education, and we offer tutoring. We do sports year-round. Just a place to go for kids where you have something constructive and positive and adults and people around that'll watch and mentor and help out for parents that might be working 2 jobs or get off late. Or whereas when I grew up, latchkey kids was a big thing. You had kids sitting at home, and those crucial hours from 3 to 6 when parents aren't home but kids are out of school, it gives kids an opportunity to get in trouble if
Sun's
there's no
out,
guidance.
sun's out. There's places to run around to and throw
Absolutely.
stuff at and all that stuff.
So it gives parents a place to send kids and kids to come by choice, most of them.
Can
to
I give
just
a
offer
little
a safe area.
known fact about his role out there at YAL, Deputy Rooney? Did you know that he helps with homework there?
Okay, so that's what I was going to ask. What specifically do you do out there?
Everything.
Okay.
We do tutoring and homework mainly from when the kids get there till about 4:30 or 5.
Okay.
And that ranges from spelling, math, science, all the way through high school.
So I should have brought some words for you to spell, is what you're saying.
No, I'm not
okay.
a spelling
He's better
bee
at math
champion.
than I am. When I stopped by the other day, he was helping an 11-year-old with his math homework, and it was kind of like the end of the day around 5, the time when my brain's like feeling fried. And he was asking him, well, if this and that, and I was thinking, and he answered him like no problem. I was pretty impressed.
Yeah, he's a good kid. He was actually teaching me more math than I was teaching
Yeah,
him.
I noticed that he knew his stuff.
We have a lot of volunteers and collaborations with teachers from Live Oak and Boston Scientific, where we found people that would come in and tutor for subjects that I might not be that great at, like math. Once you get past 6th or 7th grade, that might not be my strength. So we find tutors and people that are willing to help and spend time with kids just to further their education. So we have a lot of good collaborations, a lot of good volunteers that come out and participate in it, and it's definitely a great place. You got parents that may not be able to help with math or other stuff because of time or any reason, and the tutors there are huge. They bring in a lot of kids. Parents send kids just for tutoring because it's free. It's you've got one-on-one in some cases with these kids, or 1-on-3 and 4 if they're in the same class, same subject. So it's great. And a lot of kids may not feel comfortable to ask at school because all their friends are around, but when they're out in Val Verde and it's more of a family environment, I mean, they're all neighbors, they're all friends. They're not afraid to ask questions, so it kind of offers an opportunity to help.
Keeps lines of communication
Yeah.
open.
They're not afraid to say, hey, I just don't get it. My teacher explains it and I don't understand, and I'm always like, do you ask? Do you ask? And some of them don't because they're, nervous or afraid or don't want to raise their hand in class because the kids next to them will think they're, they don't know something. So, but when they get out to our center, they ask. They'll say, hey, I don't get it. Can you explain it? And if I understand it, I do. And if I don't, I find them a tutor that can.
Nice.
And I was also wondering, I noticed how cooperative the kids there were with doing their homework, and I guess you have a point system that you do?
Yeah, so our organization is it's free. Like, the kids don't pay for anything. Most of 99% of the stuff we do, we don't charge. There's a few trips we do where we ask kids to bring money or pitch in a little bit, but most of the stuff we do is free. So in order to make the kids get involved and participate, we do a point system. So every day that you do homework, you show your agenda, finish your homework, we check it off, and you get a point for that day. And then the trips that we do, like next month, we're going to be taking probably 25, 30 kids to Not Scary Farm. So the kids know when that trip comes up that the top kids on the homework list are the ones that are going to be on the trip first. So
Pretty good
it gives them
incentive.
something to work for.
Nice.
And those
Fantastic.
trips go on year-round. Summertime, we do trips everywhere. So, and
now,
then we offer
what
trips
what did
for
you do last
everybody
Saturday?
as well, not just homework kids. We
Yeah.
have trips for
You did
everyone.
like a community cleanup last Saturday with the kids?
Yeah, that was our teen group. So we have a teen group called the Youth Leadership Council, and they set up community services. They have to do a certain amount of community service hours every month. And last Saturday, they did a community cleanup in Val Verde, which
awesome.
went along with they call it the free trash day, where the local waste management sends a bin out there for them to just clean their neighborhood. So there's
sweet.
a free bin there. So we walk kids around, they clean stuff up, clean up their own park, their washes, their neighborhood, and then we dump it in there. And it's all kids. They plan it, they organize it. We're just there to watch and supervise, and they do a good job.
Awesome stuff. We're speaking with Public Information Officer Shirley Miller and Deputy Brian Rooney, Zone 2 leader. We also have Jessica Boyer, KHTS News Director, and myself, Kyle Jennings. This is the Neighborhood Watch, brought to you by All-American Bail Bonds on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. I want to ask you, Deputy Rooney, how did you get involved with the YAL program? Were you assigned to it, or was it something that interested you?
So I was working patrol in Santa Clarita and realized that a lot of the stuff that was going on was juvenile related because parents are working, whether it's a a higher cost for homes and parents are working more, but there was kids everywhere, and a lot of the day was spent with juvenile-related crimes or problems or issues. And seeing the kids that had no supervision or limited guidance or just a lot of free time and getting into trouble because of free time. And an email went out one day because a deputy before me was retiring saying, is there anybody interested in working with youth and working in a youth program 2 or 3 days a week? And it sounded like a great opportunity to affect the problem that I was seeing out here. Plus, my father's been a educator for 35 years and a teacher. I'm huge into sports. I got 3 older brothers. We play sports all the time. My wife is in education, which give a quick shout out, Tiffany, if you're out there.
Yeah, show some love. Yeah,
love you, honey.
What took you so long?
Love you,
yeah,
honey.
that's what she's gonna say.
I was getting to it.
Yeah.
So I responded to the email and started, and it was a couple days a week, and it was at the time there was a Boys and Girls Club in Verde, and it was kind of a give and take, like we were there together working with the same community. And as time went on, 6-7 months into the program, it turned full time. We started offering more programs, offered a broader sports program, more educational stuff. The numbers started growing. I think we had 25 or 30 kids a day when I got there, and we're up to 65, 70 kids a day. So it just grew into a full-time job.
This might sound like an odd question, but you're in your uniform while you're doing this, right?
I am in my uniform most of the time. On field trips, there's places we go where I can't go into a Laker game in full uniform of the game. So I wear regular clothes, but we have shirts that we get for the kids so they feel like they're a part of something. It's got our youth logo on it. It's they all look the same, so I don't lose them. I can look around the zoo and say, okay, that kid's in a YL shirt. Hey, that's my kid. What's he doing over there?
Yeah.
So it helps. But yeah, I'm in uniform. I'm noticeable. I'm at the park all the time. People know who I am. They know that I'm a deputy. I'm in uniform.
That's what I wanted to bring up is that this creates a relationship with the youth for them to know that, hey, it's okay for this, deputies are cool guys, that's it, which is an important thing for especially teenage age people to realize.
Yes.
And you can tell when you see him interacting with the kids there how much they like him and respect him. You can just see it if you ever visit the site. Now, if people want to find out more information about the YAL, do we have the main center number?
Yeah, the sheriffsyouthfoundation.org has all the different youth-related programs that fall under the Youth Foundation, which would be STAR, VITA, YAL, the BEAR program. There are, I think, 15 other YAL centers throughout LA County at all the different stations. Mm-hmm.
So that's sheriffsfoundation.org.
Sheriffsyouthfoundation.org.
Okay.
And you could just, what I did, I just searched Youth Activities League, and it popped up. It was one of the first ones there. So that's really cool. That's an awesome program. So go support them and find out more information. Again, sheriffsyouthfoundation.org. And you can see all the programs there. Go hang out with Deputy Rooney up there in Verde, too. Right?
Sounds great. Come on out. Okay. Love to see you.
All right. So this is the part of the program where we're actually going to put you on the hot seat.
You mean it gets hotter than this?
Yeah. Okay, so how do we want to do this? Jessica, do you want to ask these questions? I feel like I've been talking
We
too
can
much.
take turns if you want.
All right, let's go. Okay, so this is the hot seat. These are wildly not important questions, but important questions because we want to get to know you a little bit.
What if I answer them differently than I did last time?
Well, then things are going to get weird. All right, then there's going to be a Twitter conspiracy. That's what's going to happen.
Now, there was one person on Facebook that wanted me to ask the same question
here we
that
go.
they had me ask Deputy DeYoung. Do you ride horses when you work in Verde?
Oh, okay.
No, but it is a horse community, and there are horses out there, and there are people riding horses throughout the community, but I am not on a horse now.
Okay.
All right. Well, all right. Well, maybe we can work on that. I don't know. I don't know if we want that. All right. I'm gonna start. Jessica, is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. First question. What is your original hometown?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. Okay. That's your turn now.
Oh, my turn.
Yeah, he
All
answered.
right,
He
all right.
answered it. So now you answer.
Best album of all time.
I would say Will Smith, Getting Jiggy with It, or Big Willie Style, I think is the name.
Is this
of the album.
Is that a true answer?
That is a true answer, yes. You can go back to the last time I was on. I'm pretty sure I gave the same answer. It's still my favorite.
Are you serious?
Will Smith's the best.
Look
All his
at that.
shows, movies, it's great.
There you go.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Look at that. We're learning stuff. All right. So, reason you became a deputy. Oh, wait. No, I skipped one. Oh, great.
That was my question.
I know. All right. So I'm going to ask the one that, what was the first job you ever had?
I believe I worked for my school during summertime. I think the first job I ever had might have been Denny's, like an official job.
Okay.
I was a busboy at Denny's.
Nice.
Yum. I love Denny's.
Their broccoli soup was delicious.
You can buy, oh, yeah, you know what? Yeah.
It's good.
With some crackers on there?
A lot of crackers.
You can buy some Restaurant Row for Denny's. So make sure you stop by shop.
Restaurant Row is pretty good.
Okay, you're up.
Reason you became a deputy.
Well, I think at the time, my brother was a deputy and all his friends were deputies. And I played on a softball team with them when I turned 18, 19. And I heard all the stories, all the stuff they were doing and helping people and patrol calls. And it just sounded interesting and exciting. And it just seemed like something that I would enjoy doing.
There you have it. All right, what is your favorite meal while you're on the job?
Starbucks?
That's a good question. I don't know, I have a lot of them. I guess Hungry Ninja was probably my
Yes.
go-to place. If
what is
there's nothing else going on, Hungry Ninja would be the place to go.
You've
never
Their
had
place
I've
is
never had
delicious.
a Hungry Ninja. What is
It's
that?
over near Valencia High School in
Okay.
that shopping plaza. It's called
Delicious.
Senior.
No.
Number one, extra spicy.
Oh, number
I
one.
walk in and they
Extra
know
spicy?
they've got it made before I get up to the counter.
So, best part of the job besides helping people?
I mean, that is the best part of the job. I can't think of any other reason to become a cop. So, I mean, helping people, knowing you're helping people. I mean, where I'm at now and helping kids, I think it's awesome to think that you kept somebody from making a bad decision that would have been on their record forever. I mean, that falls under helping people, but to me, that makes me feel good about what I do every day. To think that there's kids that are 17, 18, and 19 that were 15, 16 in the program when I got there that may have chosen to hang out with the wrong group and get involved in the wrong stuff, and because of the program or because of getting to know me and hearing what we have and mentoring them, that they might not have taken that path. So to me,
Now,
that's a good feeling.
One of the employees that you have there, you commented to me that she was in the YAL program, right?
Yes.
So she actually it made such an impression on her when she was in the after-school program that she wanted to come back and work there to help others.
Yeah, she had her kid involved in our program and a job opened up. She was always there helping and volunteering and was part of the program herself and knew how it went. So when a job opportunity opened up, it seemed like a good fit. She was there helping anyways.
Awesome stuff. Is it mine? I can't remember.
It's your turn.
Oh, I see. I feel like I'm asking the weird, lame questions, and you're asking the important ones. I feel like you may have planned this.
Yeah, obviously.
Anyway, what is your favorite cop movie or TV show?
Let's see if you say with the same thing Deputy DeYoung said.
Okay, movie, probably Tombstone. That's
Okay.
one of the best
They're
movies of all
lawmen.
time.
Okay.
TV show would be Justified.
Justified.
Without a doubt.
Different
Great
answer.
show.
We had Adam 12 last time.
Yeah, which is a nerd
I was
pick,
watching
by the way.
cartoons, I think, when Adam 12 was on.
Yeah.
How old is that show?
I don't know. I think it
Sorry.
ended in 1985. So
Seven-
Sorry, DeYoung.
yeah.
You're not number one if
Yeah.
you're watching Adam 12. So I'll take the number one spot now, even though I'm zone 2.
So, what's the number one piece of advice that you can give to people to prevent them from being on the wrong side?
Being a victim.
Being a
So, yeah.
victim.
Oh, that's a good question. There's so much advice. I don't know that you can label it to one. I mean, I guess the golden rule: do unto others as you'd want them to do unto you.
Oh, that's See, that's a little bit different. Most people, most guys that come in here and they say, I see people their cars getting broken into all the time. Just make sure your stuff is locked up. Make sure your doors are locked and windows are up. But karma, I like that.
Preventable piece of advice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's a little different than my
Yeah.
answer.
No, but I dig your answer. Don't worry. Yeah.
I like it.
Preventable. Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
don't be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. There you
But
go.
if everyone was good and treated everybody nice, there wouldn't be a wrong place and there wouldn't be a wrong
So
time.
everybody listening, do unto others, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break. This is the Neighborhood Watch on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS, brought to you by All American Bail Bonds, and we'll be right back after this.